What else have I done? I'm like a really f***ing good person, dude. Like, when I was like 7, my parents made me volunteer at a soup kitchen.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't think I was any fucking help.
You look like you eat a lot of soup.
Yeah, dude.
You look like
I'm
a
big
soup eater.
I got into chicken and rice soup recently. That's something new to me. Because
Yeah.
I've been eating chicken noodle my whole life, but I got into rice. I didn't realize rice is just like small noodles.
That's not. I mean, chicken and rice soup, in my opinion, is way better than chicken noodle because you get less of the the slurp shrapnel. You know what I mean? Like, cause you're just eating spoonfuls, but like when it's noodles, you gotta like, you know.
When I get chicken and noodles, I usually get I still eat the Campbell's chicken and stars, so it's like a little one. It's like tiny. It's like.
I like to think
tiny.
you refuse to eat it unless it's in the shape you want.
I kind of do. Like, no, I do like the normal one as well, but I wouldn't eat like most of their because they like the double noodles, one of the worst fucking things you could ever eat. The Campbell double noodle. But this is what I do. I just eat them straight out of the fucking can because you're supposed to like pour it out, fill the can up with water, stir that up because it's like concentrated. But
you just eat it concentrated?
Yeah, a lot of the time I don't even warm it up. Like a lot of the time I'll literally just have them under my bed and I'll be in bed like fully naked and I'll like reach under my bed and I'll crack open a can like it's a fucking Coke and I'll slurp that baby up. But that's why you need the chicken and stars because you could just sip that. It's harder to sip when it's the long. You can still do it, but you usually need a spoon.
Hello, everybody. How are we today? My name is Chris Jones, and welcome to the Milk Talk Podcast. Chris Jones! Hello, everybody. Like I said, my name is Chris Jones, and this is the Milk Talk Podcast. Today, we are brought to you by nobody, because no one has sponsored us yet, but our special guest of the day, guys, please give it up for the very funny Jack Thompson.
What's up, guys? Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm trying to explain to you that like you can't stop eating condensed soup. That's crazy. You know that's crazy, right?
It doesn't no, you are correct because I've never like when you eat like a normal soup, you feel good after, and like I don't get that feeling when I eat condensed soup. You know what I'm saying? Like I get,
yeah, dude.
Like it does feel bad, and a lot of the time because I forget to shake. Like if I shake the can before I open it, then it's usually a little better. But a lot of the time I forget, and so the top is like it's almost like a liquid bouillon. And so it's like it's very nasty. That first sip, it's different.
In the morning, that first sip in the morning, you're just cracking.
No, exactly. No, normally it's like a very late night thing for me. Normally it's like as I'm going, like I've already brushed my teeth, and I'm like, fuck it, dude.
Dude, you're gonna make me vomit. The one thing I know about you though is, well, I think I know at least 2 or 3 things about you. But one of the things that I've noticed in terms of you bringing me into the fold of what your day to day is like is that you are such a back end eater. You're a butt eater, no, but you eat so late all the time.
I do.
I feel like that is something that I do as well, and it's not good for you, dude.
That's what you.
It's not good for us. Like it's fine. Like it's 3 a.m, and I'm just like, oh wait, do you know what I should have? I should like make cheeseburger sliders, and then I wake up and I'm just like, why does my face and my throat feel like I just had a gallon of salt before bed?
No, exactly, bro.
It's because you did. You know, but why do you just like? So in terms of soup, is like chicken and rice your favorite soup now?
Well, I've only had it once, so I can't say that. But like I think my favorite soup is probably still the Campbell's chicken and stars because it's the only one I can sip out of the can. So like,
that's a wild reason.
I think that's why it's number 1. To be honest with you, my buddy has put me on the tomato soup soon. She said she's gonna make.
Soon? Like you have a wait list for soups?
Yeah, so she's moving right now, but she said when she moves into the new place, she's gonna make tomato soup.
Like legit tomato soup.
Yeah, so because I haven't had the Campbell's one yet, but I honestly bet, just knowing me, she'll make like the best tomato soup ever, and then I'll try Campbell's, and I'll be like, dude, Campbell's is better, dude, because I fucking love Campbell's. Shout out to Campbell Gibson.
Dude, yo, straight up, shout out Campbell Gibson. You haven't had tomato soup. What soups have you had in life?
Chicken noodle, chicken and rice. Hold on. Miso.
Okay.
I've had what's it called when you just get like dumplings that come in the soup. Wonton soup. I've had
Wonton
wonton
soup.
soup. I love wonton soup. A lot of times, if I order takeout from a Chinese place, I might as well just order 5 pints of wonton soup or 5.
Okay.
What's bigger, a pint or a quart? Whatever the big
Quart's
one is.
bigger.
Cause I order 5 quarts of wonton soup.
That's
So
so.
1.25 gallons of wonton soup. And this is what I do, dude. I said this once in a fucking Drexel interview. Drexel like interviewed me for their admissions account, and they were like, "What's like a hidden gem around campus?" And I was like, "Fucking Jan sizzling woks." I order 5 things of wonton soup, and it gets there. It's so hot. I eat it so fast, and I'm just crying because this is true. I do this every time. I eat it so fast, but it's so hot because it's soup, so it stays hot that I'm like crying. My face is like beet red. And I was telling this to they were filming me for like this for like a Instagram reel on like the Drexel admissions account, and I was saying this to them, and she was like, "Okay, like that was good," and I was like, "Really?" I was like, "That you're gonna go with that?" Like I totally thought she was gonna like have me do a second take, and so I was like hyped about it, and then they just never uploaded it. I was like, this lady didn't let me do a fucking second take. She just thought she thought I was like fucking with them, I guess, but it's true. I mean, it's kind of true. I probably shouldn't have done like. Probably shouldn't have said my face got beet red and I cry every time. But it's like a essential part of the experience. It sucks especially because, like, if my friends are ever like, "You guys want to order Chinese food?" I'm like, "Yeah, get me fucking 3 quarts of wonton soup." And then I'm in the corner fucking down and I'm crying. And then everyone's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Dude, the soup is too hot, but it's like so good." But it's like, you can't wait. I like it hot. And then I get to sip the chicken broth after. Anyway, what are you saying?
So your threshold is a gallon of soup?
I like a gallon of wonton
That's
soup.
crazy. You just a gallon of soup.
I like it.
How much do you get through it all in one sitting, or do you like save any? Like you don't have like a little broth for
I always
later?
Well, I definitely don't drink all the broth. Like the broth is preserved usually, and sometimes I'll microwave it and sip on it later. But like for the most part, every time I order 5 quarts, I'm like, I'm gonna save 3 of these or whatever. But it's like because really it's just like what there's maybe 7 to 10 wontons per thing. So in reality, because I'm not eating more than once a day. Like, you know me, I eat once a day. So it's like, okay, so if we have 7 to 10 wontons, we'll call that 8.5 average times 5. So that's what, like 42 points. So that's 43 wontons, we're saying. I could eat that in a day, sip some chicken broth, and then I'm good. You know?
Do you know what's so wild to me? It's just like knowing that this was my math at one point. Like no, like I am looking into the past at this point, and I'm just like, oh my god, I did exactly this to an extent.
We gotta cut this whole section, dude.
Why?
We gotta get rid of all this shit, dude.
Why?
The fuck are we talking about on here, man?
Nothing. We didn't even
Let's
start
get
yet.
crazy. Let's start talking about milk. Let's get hot.
I'm not talking about milk.
I thought that was the whole fucking point of
It's
the
not the whole fucking point of the show.
show.
It's
I can't
not.
even talk fucking
No,
milk.
because this is what's getting me pissed off.
Can't even
Is that
talk
people are coming to me.
gay.
People are coming up to me asking me about milk. This podcast has nothing to do with milk. All right? And I'm nipping that in the bud right now because that's not that I've said this. Okay?
So it's not about milk, and I'm not allowed to talk. So what the fuck are we doing here, dude?
Listen, you're allowed to talk.
I'm gonna
listen.
take off my jacket. I'm decided. No, I decided I want to know. Sorry, your fucking rant had me confused, and
You're pissing me off
I'm
because
sorry.
this is my dojo. This is my dojo. You're coming in. You came into my home, into my dojo. You didn't take your shoes off, by the way. Did
That's
not
fine.
even.
You
Did
have
not
shoes
even.
on.
I have slippers on. I have
Are those
slippers
not
on.
shoes?
I have slippers. They are not considered. They are
Moccasins.
indoor shoes. Jack, this is how it goes. Before it starts, we talk to each other. We have a good time. We start talking about random things.
I'm having a bad time.
Listen, that's not my
Can we
fault.
play fucking Monopoly Gamer?
We're not playing. Let's stop. Don't
Monopoly Gamer is great.
don't bring
That's
up
not
my
even
games.
one I'm not bringing up your games. I brought up one game. It's Monopoly Gamer.
Yeah,
I
Monopoly
could have
game.
brought up Monopoly Animal Crossing, which I also saw down there. Is that? Yeah, that's on this side. So that is kind of a subsect of Monopoly Gamer.
Yeah,
You doubled down on the crossing.
so we actually have a couple of games of Monopoly, and underneath the table that you can't really see, there is a extensive collection of board games that we never usually get to play, like Catan. I'm a big Catan fan.
Nah, dude, Monopoly Gamer's the move. How big of a gamer are you?
Do you know what? I play a lot of video games, but I suck at a lot of video games. So I would in terms of gamer, like I game, but like I'm only good at one game, and that's Halo. I'm only good at Halo 3. I am not I'm not huge into like, I don't know, Call of Duty's too fast now, and like kids are just good at video games. Like I'm officially in my like unk stage of just like I can't keep up with these young bloods.
What's the worst thing you've said online?
I changed my Facebook banner around my profile picture. I made a temporary profile picture, and it was of I don't want to talk about it.
One of my friend's moms, she posted like a you know how like you can update your Facebook profile picture and like it tells people.
Yeah.
Also, is my mic loud enough? I'm looking over at it and I'm worried, dude. I'm concerned because this is gonna be a hitter, dude. I gotta make sure that people can hear this. So
yeah.
my friend's mom updates her Facebook profile every time there's like a new like thing that comes. So I remember like the recent one was like they did the Sandy. There was like a 10-year for the Sandy Hook back in like 2024, I guess, or would have been. And then she like updated her Facebook to like it said like that. But then in the middle of it was just like a selfie of her. So it's like a selfie. It's just her being like posted up, and then it's like remember the people who died.
Yeah, it has like a Ukraine flag around it or something.
And so she would just do that for like I think that was the first one that I noticed, and then she would do it for like all of them. But none of them. They're all just pictures of like her smiling, dude. And I always thought that was pretty sick, dude.
I always thought that was a weird way of showing like your way of standing with something was having a temporary because it's on Facebook.
For real.
The guy who made Facebook is evil.
For
you know
real.
what I mean? So it's just like for them to, it's kind of like when it's your birthday and they're like, oh, you get to do a fundraiser through Facebook. So people can donate to your cause, but then ultimately Facebook can write it off on their own tax sheet because they're the ones submitting it. You know what I mean? Unless that's not true. I have no clue. I didn't read up into it. It just seemed like it because someone has to pay on it and someone has to get it. You know, back.
Fair. I only donated to charity once. I donated $5 to breast cancer charity because I thrifted a shirt that said something about like breast cancer, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, I can't wear this without donating to breast." I was like, I just donated to fucking Goodwill. You know what I'm saying? So I went online and I donated $5 to breast cancer.
How much was the shirt? And so why'd you get the shirt in general?
Because it said something about like breast cancer. I was like, that's because I support like awareness for breast cancer. Like I'm anti-breast cancer.
Anti-breast cancer,
In
pro-awareness.
And then I was also like in like 10th grade, and the shirt said something about like boobies on it, and I was like, that's hilarious.
Oh yeah, we had the I love boobies wristbands.
Yeah, I think that was what it said. I think now that I'm remembering. Oh yeah, because then the boobs made a heart or something. Yep, that was it.
But then we couldn't wear it, so we had to wear them inside out.
Oh.
So you had to like turn them around and not have the boobies on the outside.
Yeah,
That's how they were.
I also never wore it. I don't think I ever wore it once, dude. It's in my closet now. Probably.
I do that still. I end up getting clothes that I'm not gonna wear just because they're thrifted because I can have something for $2 and no one else can.
But it cost me like $7 because I had to donate to fucking Cancer Society.
Yeah, but you donated. Yeah, but it's charity. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but that's good. I guess that is my one thing I've ever done. Is this cat in the frame? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
She shouldn't be, but it's okay if she is.
No, I think it's perfect. I hope she is. Dude.
Yeah, she's licking her ass, and she was licking her ass the first episode.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Frances just hangs out. Like she enjoys people in the living room. She's not allowed in the bedroom, which is fine. You know, my wife is allergic to her, and I think it's a fair trade-off for owning a cat. Of just like her not sleeping in the bed. And so we got her a really nice, like we got her a cat bed over there. And whenever we get boxes, we make her little box houses that she loves. And
oh yeah, that is a nice one over there.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Addie made that one over there. And you know, I love her. I think Frances is a wonderful cat. However, I'm still pissed off at her because of what she did today. I woke up and she spilled water all over my W-2s for both of my jobs. So now I don't know what to do about that. So we'll figure it out.
Man, that sounds like 2 L's, not 2 W's.
The whole eating once a day thing was something that I did for so long, but it's like I almost miss it because you're not hungry until the first time you eat. You know what I mean? And so, like, because I would go until 10 o'clock at night before eating anything.
Exactly.
And I always just, like, suppressed my hunger with coffee. and that's kind of how I did it. But
that and cigarettes, that's what the good for
oh yeah,
cigarettes.
dude,
too,
coffee and
dude.
cigarettes. It's so wild how much poop can come out of your body without eating.
Not
Right?
for real.
You know, but when I go to McDonald's, I actually cut it down a lot because now I get buy one get one for $1. I get 2 of those, so I'm getting 4 Sammys, and I think 4 Sammys is enough. I'm fucking like 245 pounds. Like I need a lot. I need a lot to keep this body running.
I mean, you're giving my life story right now. You know me. I order 4 double cheeses every night. Get the fry. Get it for free if I can with points. You know me. I'm a 4 Sammy guy.
Yo, fucking Joey Bag of Donuts has like hundreds of thousands of points on his McDonald's.
I'm jealous of this dude because I got up to like 50K not too long ago, but now I use them all.
No,
like,
I forget how many points he has, but I know it's like he had this whole running bit that if he gets a couple million, he gets a day with Grimace.
Oh yeah, I've
You
seen
know,
that.
so,
I remember that.
like, dude, which is fun because Joey is his own Grimace. You know what I mean? So
real,
it would be
dude.
very nice if he could just do like one of his interviews, but with Grimace.
Oh my god, that would be big.
That'd be awesome. But I really can't stand your McDonald's order though, just because you don't like pickles. The McDonald's pickles are like the best pickles.
No, sometimes I crave the pickles specifically, and then I want the pickles, but like most of the time I'm not a pickle enjoyer. It's just because it's like it ruins it. It ruins it, and then oh my god, if you bite halfway through the pickle and then it fucking falls down on your bottom lip, that's gonna ruin my fucking day.
You're crazy. Why?
Dude, because I can't have fucking like it dehydrates your skin. I don't know if that. I feel
you
like
don't look
true.
like you have hydrated skin anyway.
I definitely don't, but like look at my bottom lip, like it's fucked up.
It's
so dehydrated from all the pickles, dude.
Look at my bottom lip is fucked up. Okay, I mean, like that's fair. Yeah, it's funny just because you're in college, you're in university.
Yes, sir.
Right, and what? So you're 21 now.
21,
which means
21.
You're a junior.
So you might not get that one. You might be a little old for that, but it was a 21 joke. 21.
I know the joke. Yes,
that's fine if it's like too like if it's like too young for you. Yeah,
no,
cool.
I know the 21 meme.
Okay, sure. Unc.
He asked him to do math, and then he says 21, and then he's like, "You stupid."
That's not the one I'm talking
about. That is
about.
the one that you have to be talking about. That has.
There's a newer one.
There's not a newer one.
There's a newer one. It's updated.
There's not a.
Anyway, what
are you a fucking junior or are you a senior?
I'm a senior. I'm graduating this year. I'll be 22 next month. I'll be 22 in a month.
Okay, so what happens after that? You're going for screenwriting.
Yes, sir. That's
which is,
do
you know what? Which is great. I always say this about people that go to college. You should go to school for something that's like subjective. That's great. I think that's such a great thing to spend money on.
No, because I don't like none of my work is real. Like I could submit anything, and as long as it hits the page requirement, my professor has to be like, this is good, actually. He has to be like, wow, you, because like I don't know, dude. I mean, I read like comedy, so it's like a little more. Well, it's like it's even easier to be like if it sucks, he can't be like, yeah, you're not funny, this sucks. He has to just support me, even if it's awful. But even if I was writing like a drama, it's the same way. Like it's like so it's a good thing to major in if you like don't care about anything.
It's always fun to me because it's just like when you go to a college or a university and you have one of those professors in like a creative writing class or something like that, they have to look at all things as the same thing because they're like trying to grade it as objectively as possible. Right. So, and you can have like one guy doing something about comedy, and then you have like one lady who's just like, oh, this girl died in a car crash on prom, and then like this other one is just like, oh my god, look at the celebrations of this wedding from this religion or whatever. Like there's like such a wide range of things that like you hand the reins to a college kid and they're like, be creative for a grade, and they're like, fuck, now I gotta think of something.
Yeah, for real.
Like I remember I took a creative writing class in college, and I always liked it because it's just like what my professor did was he tried to tailor it to a specific kind of, I don't know if your guy does this. Does he just do open-ended topics on everything? Like, does he let you write on everything? Or is one time he's like, all right, write something spooky for me. Or, like, write something, romantic for me. Like a love letter or something.
I remember the first, like, screenwriting one was, like the first class you take for it was, like, your first, like, you we're getting assignments like do a scene that starts off with like two opposites meeting in a car crash. Like, so it would be like pretty specific like that, and then you could do whatever you wanted with them. Or like do a scene where it's like a breakup, but it didn't have to be like romantic, but it had to, it could be like somebody getting fight, something like that.
Okay.
And so it's kind of specific. But then as you get into the later classes, it just becomes write a movie. It could be anything, which is like way more fun, but like
Sure.
very daunting, obviously.
Well, because it's also a big project, I can imagine. Because like, if you have a prompt, it's almost, it's exactly that. It's a prompt, so it gives you kind of like a step off to write. Where if it's just kind of something for yourself, then you're just gonna go off it on however you can, I suppose. But I would like to think like every time you had a project, there's just like, oh, two opposites meeting in a car crash, or like they get in a car crash, they extend, they exchange information, and then they go to an open mic.
Right.
And hang out. Like all of yours just ends up at 2 Street.
Yeah, that
like,
would be pretty sick, dude. No, I remember that one. That was like the third script I'd ever written, and it was like I decided like one of them was gonna be like the business guy, and then the other one was gonna be like this kind of like spaced out like stoner guy. But then I thought it was like a funny twist that like it's like the whole time this guy's like he's just like high, the other guy's like, are you driving high? This whatever, and then like. This isn't even gonna be funny, but it's just the reveal was that the high guy's entire family was in the car and had died, but he just does not care, and so that just becomes the entire last half. He's like, "Wait, your family was in there?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude, it's whatever." And it's all right. Yeah, this is not funny. I don't know. Dude.
Do you have any? Do you want to make any shout outs?
Any shout outs?
Yeah, I don't know.
Shout out to James McEwen.
Cool.
Fucking pissed me off earlier today. Fuck James McEwen. Shout out to Mike Borko. Shout out to Jasmine. Shout out to Tully. Shout out to Danny Getz. Shout out to Nathan Wayland. Shout out to Chris Kajalski.
Do you know what's really funny is like I gave you like the setup for you to like talk about the mic that you host, and you're like, yo, these are all the homies.
No, don't go to Topside. Don't go to Topside. Go to fucking Brownies. That's why I'm shouting out Brownies, dude. Shout out to Brownies.
Is there even a Brownies tonight?
Not tonight.
Yeah, okay.
Was it coming out tonight?
I wish I could. I would love to come out tonight.
Oh, are you coming out? That'd be hype, dude.
No, I mean, like, I work
Bro,
Thursdays.
fucking quit your job.
I don't know. I don't even know, like, what the appropriate... Because, like, I have a really good gig.
Shit, hold on. I didn't realize I was showing skin. That's fucked up. That's uncomfortable. I'm sorry.
No, it's... you can show skin.
No, I don't want to.
And so... but I don't know. I work every Thursday. I work every Sunday. And then I work Friday or Saturday, depending. So, I mean, it's 3 days a week. It's fucking awesome. I mean, I work 10 hours a day, but it is what it is, People do that all the time for harder stuff, so I'm not too worried about it. But just sucks because we're all on days that I like the mics.
Because Sunday's rough.
Yeah, because Topside gets a crowd generally, like that aren't just comics. And then Fridays are cool, going to Cookies and hanging out with Nagel. Love John Nagel. And then Sundays is cool. I mean, like Sundays, you go to Ferg's, get a set in,
Yeah,
and it's just days that I wish that I could just go out. But I mean, I as soon as I get a day job, I suppose that's kind of like the goal. I guess I just got my car back, so now I can actually start reapplying to stuff.
That'll be hype, dude.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like I was out of a car for like a little bit, but I wasn't too worried about it. But all right, so we'll. All right, well, we'll move on this one. I'll skip ahead on this one. So, you got me fucked up, Jack.
What did I do?
No, you didn't. I mean, like it's it's the regular riff of just normal conversation is just very funny because you're deadpanning it so hard. Like I'm just talking about normal things, and you're like, I thought I came on a comedy podcast. Like that's not my point of doing a podcast at all. I'm just here to talk to people, so I don't. It doesn't need to be funny, but So okay, so what I'll do to start off with, so you all right, I'll just excuse me. I'm gonna start from here. I'll just cut it until here. But so you got into comedy not too long before or after I got to Philly? Like when did you start doing stand up?
My first time was April 29th. And so I started April 29th. When did you move into the city?
June. So it was before.
So yes, I was, but that first month I wasn't going to as many mics. Like I wasn't like, cause now I go every day.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like, Like I was probably going like twice a week for like a couple days, and then I started going every day, probably like around when you came in.
I mean, it makes sense, dude, because it's just like you have the fold-in period of just kind of like deciding whether or not you like it. Because I remember meeting you and you were just like not even sold on comedy. Like you were
Mm,
kind of just like, oh, I'm gonna be a screenwriter. Like the first time I really talked to you, you're just like, oh, I'm gonna move somewhere so I could write screenplays.
fair.
And then like next thing you know, you're the fucking the hottest thing on the you're the hottest little thing on the circuit.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. No, I always liked comedy more than I like screenwriting. But
Cool.
I felt like I don't know, especially as I was like introducing myself to people. I didn't want to just be like another guy who's like, yeah, I want to be a like I don't know. It
That's
was nice to
exactly
have
what I
like
did.
a. Well, I mean that's fair, but I figured like I have this second thing. I'll like talk about that to people, But I think
Mm.
like deeply, I was always more into like stand up specifically than anything else.
Sure. I think you're in a really good position because you're kind of like you're in school. Most of your shit's going on during the day that you have to give a fuck about. So like you don't have to wake up too early. You kind of still have a late life.
Exactly.
And then go out and just be a fucking who gives a fuck everywhere. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? It's nice. It is a cool thing. But dude, you just have like this gravitational pull to you. I don't know what it is, dude. Like
Everybody's saying it.
you just
I'm just
do. I
joking.
mean, like it's so weird because you do it. You're like a very odd mix of like young ignorance where at the same time you understand like preparedness and the value of making sure that you know what you're doing going into it. You know what I mean? That's something that even to this day I struggle with sometimes. Going to open mics and having something prepared I think is tough. It's just because you blink and then all of a sudden it's 6:30 and you gotta fucking go.
Well, I've been slacking recently, dude. Because I used to think I had like a really high threshold for like what I would say. I'd be like, all right, I'm not gonna do a new joke unless I'm like really proud of it, like
Hmm.
whatever. And then recently, I've been like so strapped for new shit that I just suck now at the open mics. I like suck, dude.
I think, but at the same time, you're kind of like you haven't even done it a year yet,
That's true.
and where you're at in less than a year is like it is legitimately wild. It is legitimately
Thank you. I
wild,
appreciate that.
and it's very cool to see. But at the beginning of when you start writing, you're kind of just throwing anything you could think of at the wall and kind of figuring it out with it.
Mm.
Where over time you kind of like learn your own voice and you learn how you write, and because there are comics out there that'll tell you don't know how to write a joke until you're in it for at least 2 years, right?
Bruh.
And I don't necessarily think that's true. I think that there's a special case for everything. Like I don't think like I don't know, comics could be good or bad or whatever. Like it doesn't matter because I've seen people do it for 20 years and suck, and I've seen people do it for 6 months and they're doing very well for themselves, at least like in the beginning stages of things. But like, yeah, dude, like with NEPA, Comedy Fest, you fucking nailed that shit, dude. That was really cool. That was a
Thank you. I
really cool
appreciate
thing to
that.
see.
Come to NEPA Comedy Fest
Oh yeah,
this year.
yeah. Please, dude, please submit. Even if you don't think you'll get in, submit and give me your money because it goes to the festival, and we need that so we can get better stuff, I suppose.
Mm.
But no,
And Chris doesn't take any of the money. Chris takes none of the money. He wouldn't do that to you guys.
do you know what pisses me off is that made that sound like the opposite because it's non-profit.
I mean, you got a lot of like Pokemon cards and shit around here, dude. How are you affording these if you're not taking people's money from the submissions?
Wouldn't that be
Wouldn't that be funny if I just started a queue? Yeah, like
Yeah,
if I
wouldn't-
just legit started. No, he doesn't do that.
No,
Nah,
but-
I'm just kidding.
So I guess
joshing.
this is the moment that I'll say it for the sake of it. So the NEPA Comedy Festival is something that takes place in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. This year it's October 8th through the 10th, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're instead of Friday through Sunday, we're doing Thursday through Saturday. We're in touch with people to we're kind of doing the whole let's get some headliners bit. We want to announce our first headliner after Early Bird's done, which is March 15th. $20 if you're out of the Pocono area to submit. $10 if you're in a local area. And I don't know, fuck it, dude, because it was one of those things where it's just like the idea was brought up to me by Jess Delfino to be a part of it, and then now I'm the executive producer of it, and I'm just like, hoping to God it doesn't suck at all times, you know.
For real, dude.
But like there was a lot of cool, because this past October was our first one, so it was really cool kind of seeing a few things. Like, one, just like the randomness of the camaraderie of having 90 comics in one place, which it's not going to be 90 this year. We're already talking about slashing numbers, so it's probably going to be closer to like 50 or 60 comedians that are going to be accepted.
See, they need your money, folks. They're already cutting down from last year.
No, dude, it's because we don't want like, dude, last year it was just so like, it was fucking awesome, but it's like not sustainable because we're just like throwing like we're. It's
Are
it's
there
just
people
so much
who
at
were
once.
on last year that are gonna get denied this year?
Oh, probably. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, because there's gonna be more submissions. I mean, like, we're only.
Shun Fu. Are you gonna let Shun Fu back?
Dude, Shun was hysterical.
Shun Fu was good.
I
dude.
really enjoyed him.
Dude, his joke about Leonardo DiCaprio hit me like a month later. I didn't get it until like a month later.
I like his McDonald's joke with the ice cream. So Shun was awesome. Fucking Trevor was the man.
Oh yeah,
Trevor is the
cool.
fucking
Wasn't he
dog.
from Ohio or some shit?
No, so Trevor's from. He's a Buffalo comedian. I'm pretty sure.
Is he the ginger?
Really long curly hair, smiles so hard. He's like the fucking. He's the dude who's like the happiest looking motherfucker in the world.
No, I'm thinking of some guy who looks like John Caldwell.
Ginger?
I think his name was Trevor though.
Oh, you're thinking of Trevor Scott. I'm talking about
Yeah.
Trevor with
Trevor.
a B. Yeah, Trevor Finnegan.
Oh, how did I not know it was a Trevor with a B?
Well, I don't know. So you are right in what you're saying. So Trevor Scott is from Ohio. So he's a fucking homie, dude.
Yeah,
I
that guy's
love
cool.
Trevor. So we met. He actually almost died. Like very, very recently before we met him. Like he was going through like a terrible like health thing. Like I forgot what it was for. But when we went on mini tour, right? Like, so by tour, I mean, like, we just asked a bunch of people in different states if we could do comedy shows there, and they're like, yeah, that's fine. So me, Ryan Manzo, Ryan Flaherty, we rented a car, and we drove to Chicago and did shows all through and back, right? And so on the way there, we hit up Pittsburgh, and we did a couple open mics there. Cool scene. I like Pittsburgh. I think it's a fun scene. They're you know, a few comics are very, very funny out there. They have a good scene out there. And then plus the food's amazing. I had no clue that the barbecue in Pittsburgh was so good. It's so good.
What do they have? Like, what is
brisket, dude? Like, so we got
I've never
to the
had
hotel.
barbecue in my life.
Are you? Oh my god, dude. Oh
I
my
just
god.
eat fucking.
Just so you know, you
if
got
it came in a can, I would have it, dude.
yeah, barbecue in a can. It has to be ribs in the shape of stars.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, dude.
And
no,
so
but I've been wanting it recently. That's why I bring it up. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
no, you're all good. So fucking definitely expect paying like $50 a plate every time you go to barbecue. If you go to a real barbecue place, you kind of have to, because you have to get the brisket, you have to get like you have to get some cornbread. You got to get like, I'm a huge coleslaw guy. Love coleslaw.
I can't deal with a slaw.
Love coleslaw. And so
I can't deal with anything that fucking feels like that.
I mean, like, you're drinking condensed soup in a can. Like, that has to, like...
Dude, that's fucking good. It's like, it's on it, like, that's why the fucking stars are so good, because you can literally, like, you don't have to fucking chew. It's like, it just goes, it rolls straight down my tongue into my throat. Like, it's
Okay.
perfect. It's like, I genuinely, I feel like I'm, like, hooked up to an IV tube every time I drink a fucking can of chicken and stars, because it's, like, so, like, direct into my, it feels like it's going straight into my fucking bloodstream when I put it in my mouth, dude.
I really, it looks like it's going into your bloodstream.
Genuinely,
you need to
dude.
stop with the salt. So
Yeah,
anyway, hold
fair.
on. So this is what happened. So we got to our hotel in Pittsburgh, and right outside of the hotel there was like this barbecue place, and we go inside the hotel, and there's just this lady here there working, and I'm just like, yo, is that barbecue place like actually good, or is it too close for it to like make sense for it being good? You know, you ever see something so like just right there that you're like, oh, this is so convenient, there's no way it's good.
Yeah,
Turns out it was phenomenal. It was just a wonderful barbecue. And so when we went out to Chicago, we did a show in Chicago at a VFW, but it was in like the Latino part of town. So it was literally like we go into this VFW, and everybody in there was just like Hispanic and speaking Spanish. And I was just like, do you know what? I always knew that there was like, because I love VFW shows, but when I do VFW shows in the Poconos, it's just old whites with beards and opinions. Where I go out there and they're like they party, dude. Oh my god! And they're trying to get me to drink Malort. Malort's like the worst tasting liquor of all time. Have you ever had?
I have not.
It tastes like if somebody poured gasoline on herbs and spices. Like they're saying on it is
It's like savory.
no, it's anything but that. It's I don't know how to explain it, but like they're saying is Malort, tonight's the night you fight your dad. It's literally the thing. So go there, go to Joliet to Prison City Vintage. Shout out to my buddy Shane Kelly. He owns it. It's a fucking awesome place. And then on our way back, we hit this comedy club called Crackpots. And Crackpots is in Massillon, Ohio. They got word like Zach Hammond goes there and headlines a bunch, and he gave his word. You know what I mean? Like, kind of hooked us up with a show there. And this old guy runs it. Very, very fucking nice guy. Really, really appreciated it. Gave us like a discounted Airbnb. Our buddy Ryan is also Ryan Rogers and is Trevor's friend. Well, it's our friend, but he was like those two are the two that kind of came over from there for the festival last year. And when we got there, it was a Sunday night. They were just throwing us a travel bone, and we did a show, just the three of us, and then some Ohio like random people that were there. To six people. Like only comedians showed up to our show, and I headlined. So I technically headlined a club, but it was just in front of six people. And
I mean, hey,
well, dude, that fucking place sells out, man. That like and Trevor and Ryan like they put on some good friggin' shows over there, man. Like it's a really nice club. Cheap ass drinks, good vibes, good peeps. And it's in like the smallest, most walkable town ever. So, but yeah, so hopefully, I mean, like Trevor's. I mean, I ain't talking voting with nobody, but if I have an opportunity to hang out with Trevor, you know, I love when they come up, dude.
so speaking of Pittsburgh, man, you ever had sex with an armpit?
I have to think about it. No, I haven't.
I also don't think I have.
Why?
I don't believe I have.
So what made? Can you give me that?
Well, because I don't think I would say no to it. But
Yeah.
I think it's like, there would have to be like, no. I think they would have to not be shaved. Because I think if they were shaved recently, then it would hurt. I think they would honestly have to either have shaved 2 seconds before the armpit coitus, or they would have to have not be shaved at all. And then you could get some like, that actually might be the move, because then you'd have some like, I don't know. It's like texture.
So what compares this to Pittsburgh? Is it just because
Like
Pitt is in it?
Yeah, I was just thinking about Pitt.
There's no other tie to it. They're just kind of just because it said Pitt in it.
Yeah. Well, it was either like take it there, or, like do something about like avocados. But that seemed like the more interesting of the two. To be like, have you ever had sex? Because I've never had sex with an armpit, so I figured maybe like you were like 10 years older than me. I thought like you would have by now.
It's not. I don't think that's like a coming of age thing, right? Like I feel like that's something.
Well, it's more of just like
It sounds like a story you
like
would have.
every day you wake up and it's like a gamble of like, am I gonna have sex with an armpit today? And you've had so many more rolls than I've had.
Yeah, but you also have like way weirder stories than I do.
Yeah, it's fair.
So I feel like you have much like your diet. It's very condensed.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
It's
Like
true,
you have like because you have stories. Cause I don't know, man. Like whenever we're in the car, it's just like as soon as you see a fucking you can see like a light pole, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, dude, I actually like met this random fucking thing, and then you just go on for 20 minutes. I feel like you have so many like random stories about that.
I have a lot of light pole stories, so
A lot
it's
of
like
light pole
driving
stories.
around is easy because there's a lot of light poles. So
Yeah.
I can like constantly, I'm just riffing with those.
That's fair. I mean, like it's enough to where I would like to hear one. You should give me one.
Okay. All right. So like so my family's from Europe. Like we're mostly like Irish, like a little Polish. I think maybe like a Swedish, maybe. I don't know. My sister's from Sweden. And like in Europe, it's like the type thing where it's like if you're traveling like that, I've never been to Europe. I've only ever been here. But if they're like going back and forth, there's like a lot of shit with like weight with the plane. You know what I'm saying? So I had some family who were coming in from, fuck, I forget if it must have been Poland. Must have been Poland. So they're coming in from Poland.
Because they're Poles.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, dude. I'm making up this whole fucking story for you. And you're gonna fucking get to the. Alright, never mind, dude. Never mind. I pretended to not fucking remember which country they were from. And you're gonna ruin my fucking joke. And it wasn't gonna be funny. It wasn't gonna be fucking funny. It was gonna go, oh, there's a problem with the weight. Oh, so we had to only send the lighter members of my family. We said only the light poles. But no. Now we can't. Now we can't get to that shitty fucking punchline because of you.
I think this worked out better. I think this worked out better in our favor because of that. Just because I just did that. I saved you time. I saved me. I certainly saved myself time with that. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, they saved a lot because my fat Polish ancestors were going to commit 9/11 too. My fat Polish ancestors had fucking plans, dude. So by that weight issue on the plane, like they saved the Empire State Building, dude.
God fucking
Bro, I'm
damn
telling
it,
you, my
Jack.
fat Polish ancestors are wilding out, dude.
Yeah, okay, but I have two questions here. So, how old do you think people have to be ancestors? Like you just have like an aunt that's 45. You're like, that's my ancestor, dude.
Hey,
we have, and then you said the Empire State Building, which makes me feel like that they would be going for something big. Like,
well, I was just thinking if you were gonna do another 9/11 today, that'd probably be the one to hit. Leave a comment below if you were gonna do a 9/11 today. What building would you hit? Because I feel like it's got to be the Empire State. I don't know why they didn't hit the Empire State the first time. They were like,
they had so many planes.
They knew they had two. They were like, all right, we got to pick a building that has two of them.
Yeah.
They were like,
Well, they only had the picture of like one of the towers, and then they got there like, what do you mean there's two? And then they had to like go get both of them, which is fun. Do you know what this marks as? This means out of 3 episodes, so 66% of Milk Talk episodes have been has had 9/11 discussed.
Well, I would honestly expect that.
I would I would honestly expect that.
That seems a little low than I would have guessed, honestly, dude.
I don't know.
This should just become a fucking like 9/11 conspiracy podcast. Just
But
every episode, you're like Milk Talk. Every episode, it's like, yeah, what the fuck happened on Flight 93?
Do you know what? I'm starting to think Amelia Earhart started to have something to do with it because she's been real good at flying planes and real good at laying low.
Yeah, for real.
So I want to know where the fuck she was at. And anyway, so
why didn't dude? Why like if the Nazis had thought of 9/11, do you think they would have won?
No, because at the time, this is actually a pretty fun topic. So it's like, so 2 things. One. No one in the right mind.
That's literally the most dumb fucking question I've ever asked in my life.
No, I think because it goes. I'm a history buff, so one, no one's attacking America, at least at that point in time.
When were the Twin Towers? Did they even have Twin Towers?
No, not back then. No, not back then. But like, and the 2,
they would have.
You know, like you know, Hitler specifically said that he did not want to have an atomic bomb because he considered it Jew science.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Dude, that's standing on business, dude.
That's crazy.
That's standing on business,
like, they're making bombs that could destroy cities, and he was just like, nah.
Like, he's giving them their flowers. He was like...
Are you nervous?
Right now?
Yeah.
No, I've had too much caffeine today. I've been fucking leg shaking this whole time.
What did you have? You said...
I've just had 3 of the C4s, dude. And, like, normally I have 2 a day. But I woke up early, so I had... Because I get the buy 2, get 1 free at 7-Eleven, so I just have 3 of them. So normally I have 2, and then I save 1, and then I have that the next day, and then I go out and buy 3, then I have another one, then I have 2, and then I drink the 2 the next day, and then I'm out, so then I go to 7-Eleven and I buy 3, and then I wake up, and then I have 2, and then I have 1 left, and then it, like, repeats. But today, since I've woken up early for this podcast, I had all 3 of them.
Dude, you need to, like... Yeah, but you're shaking, so you didn't need 3 of them. You know what I mean?
That's
like
fair.
You need to like. I don't know. Like you're in the perfect age of not having to care, but you're gonna have to care at some point. You're gonna have to care like a little. You gotta eat like a vegetable, dude.
I probably should, dude.
These are
Well,
probably.
that's the nice thing with the chicken and rice soup is like the rice is like, is rice a vegetable?
No, it's a grain. It's just carbs.
but it grows.
I understand, but it's not a vegetable.
Like
It's
noodles don't grow, and they're a grain. Are they a grain? I don't know.
they are a grain. They're also
Fuck yeah,
carbs.
man.
They're just fill them up. It's just energy. You know what
How
I
are
mean?
rice not little vegetables?
They, they aren't.
I
They
don't
aren't.
know, dude.
You gotta have something green. You gotta have something.
I might eat some fucking chicken and rice soup today, dude. I might do it.
Dude, do you ever just have normal soup and you're like, it's just not strong enough? Like, oh my god.
Well, yeah, I literally cannot. Like, sometimes I'll microwave the condensed soup, but I never add water to it. If you microwave it, it's pretty much normal. Like, it tastes good. But if you like drinking it out of the can is disgusting. Like, even I know it's disgusting. But I'm used to it.
I just genuinely feel like your relationship with soup is just really bad. I feel like you need to go get some good soup.
Dude, well, that's what Tully's doing. Tully's gonna fucking hook up the tomato soup, and she's gonna make grilled cheese. So I'm gonna dip it in the soup, and it's gonna be fucking sick. I'm excited about it.
I always had I love soup. I am a big soup guy. Fucking love soup. So beef barley, got to get into some beef barley if you know what that is. Split pea, huge split pea. Love it. I'm not so much into cubed ham. I can just eat the split pea without it. You know what I mean? That's just me. I mean, either way, I'm not gonna bitch about it. I'm gonna. Just have it.
I like some peas in a chicken noodle, dude. I like some peas in a chicken noodle.
I'm not huge into peas in general, which is really weird because like I don't want to just eat peas, but I'll have split pea soup. One thing. Oh, have you ever had lechuga? You haven't had lechuga. It's just it's cream of lettuce.
Sorry, I was just mad at myself because when you were like, I don't like peas, but I like split pea soup. I should have gone. I was just like split on them, but I didn't. And then I was like, fuck! Oh my god, I have to go back and make that awful fucking joke. All right, what are you saying, lechuga?
Yeah, it's cream of lettuce.
That's fucking. I see anything that starts with cream of. I've never fucking touched.
Why you don't like cream?
I don't
First
like
off,
cream.
cream of lettuce soup is we. I'm not gonna say it's weird. I mean, it is weird, but it's good. I like it.
You on the cream team, Chris?
I am on the cream team. Yeah, yeah, dude. Because creamy soups are just awesome. Like if you have like a baked potato soup or something, you just have like a fucking loaf of bread to dip it in. Fucking.
I do like a fucking bread bowl. A bread bowl is good, dude. But I don't like any soups that are dense enough to warrant a bread bowl. Like all my soups are so loose that it's fucked up.
The soups are loose.
The soups are loose.
Hell yeah. Because it would be funny if you're just like, hey, can I have a bread bowl with a chicken noodle soup, and you get it just sopping wet.
No, that's how it is. It's literally how I get it, man.
You need
I've
to have
ordered
like
that
a little
before. I've ordered that shit before.
Because once you're into thick soups, then you can get into dips. I feel like that's a good adjacent, thing. Like are you a fan of like spinach artichoke dip?
No.
Oh, dude. In a bread bowl.
Is it artichoke? Is it a fish?
No, artichoke is a vegetable.
Is it the one that's long? Is that the one that's? Oh no, that's
asparagus. I couldn't tell you. You could have a gun in my head and
What's
put an artichoke in front of me. I'd have no clue what it
I
looks
definitely know what, like if I saw it, I'd recognize it. But I feel like an artichoke. I'm thinking
it's
of an
just
anchovy.
like,
I'm thinking of an anchovy. That's what I was thinking of.
That would be like make a New York like a cartoon for the New Yorker. It's just like, but I thought you said artichokes, and it's anchovy trying to get a job. No anchovies.
That would be tough.
And no, dude, artichokes are just kind of like, I don't want to say spiky. Like I'm gonna put a picture. I'm literally gonna put a picture of an artichoke somewhere around here so we could talk about it. Like for a while, I didn't think hazelnuts were real.
One for reference? Can I
Yeah, Google one if you want.
I don't know what it looks like. Yeah, I have to fucking. All right, hold on, folks.
Yeah, I didn't believe in hazelnuts for a while. I always thought they were a Disney conspiracy.
What do you think of Nutella?
Nutella, it's just.
Oh, what the fuck? I mean, I can kind of I could see.
Okay,
it.
I wasn't wrong. I thought it was bigger than that.
This is what they look like, folks.
Yeah.
See, now you don't have to edit it in.
It kind of looks like you know how you can like round edges. You know how you can like round edges on Photoshop and stuff? That seems like if you got a Brussels sprout and that was just like a mean older brother of a Brussels sprout. That's what it looks like. That's weird that it grows like that.
For real, dude. See, this is fucked up. It
looks like hops.
It's naturally like protected against like shoving it in your ass because either way, they would like the things would peel off, so it wouldn't work.
You'd almost be planting a seed.
That's what I'm saying. If you put it in, you couldn't go in that way because then it would not make it in. But if you went the other way, then you couldn't pull it out. So like, it's kind of a fucked situation. Oh, you could probably fuck it though. You could definitely fuck one of those things with a penis. Because
Yeah, but they're not,
naturally
like,
there's
huge.
naturally an inside to it, and there's like layers. So you
Yeah,
could
but at that
definitely
point,
have
why
sex
not
with
like
an artichoke.
why not do
I'm gonna
like
have
a
to
fruit?
fucking
Like, why not do something that would
because
probably have a
oranges
better?
hurt. Like citruses hurt, and apples are too hard. Like apples aren't loose.
What do you think artichokes are? They're
Oh,
like,
you know what? I guess lettuce you could even
I feel like technically yeah, but I feel like lettuce is like one of the
get some
coldest.
head. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, what are we doing here, dude? We're having fun. Comedy podcast. I don't know. It's hard because like my mom might watch this, dude. Like, I was on the phone with her and I was like, yeah, I gotta go like do a podcast.
You gotta stop telling your mom your successes because she's
'cause
gonna just
she-
keep
they
looking.
so-
She's gonna
okay,
keep
oh.
being your fan.
Okay, so perfect. So this is what I've been going through recently, right? So I did a roast on last Wednesday, and it was fun, and my friend got a video. So I said, oh, perfect, it's a fun video. And I said, oh, I'll send it to my parents. So I sent it to my parents, and then I'm like rewatching the video, and I forgot all the information I gave Michael Beavers, the guy who was roasting me. And so he's bringing up like, Jack likes getting peed on, Jack's bulimic, Jack used to sell videos of him coming online. And I sent this to my parents, and then my mom like somewhat mentioned it on the phone, but my dad just texted like one of the jokes with a laughing emoji, like one of my jokes with a laughing emoji, and he didn't bring any of it up, and that's so scary. He didn't mention the peeing thing. He didn't mention me selling videos.
Well, you got it from somewhere.
He didn't mention. That's true.
What if your dad's the little devil? Your dad is just older Jack Thompson. What's your dad's name?
Definitely Chris. He definitely is.
Your dad's name is Chris?
Your name, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
He definitely is. I could see him being silly because I didn't realize he was funny until recently. Like I didn't
That
think he
makes
was
sense.
funny until like 2 or 3 years ago. And
Well,
then I
yeah,
was
because
like, oh.
now, like, because the coolest thing about getting into your 20s, I mean, I guess there's like a bunch of cool things just becoming an adult and shit, because you're still in the age where it's still kind of like nice and mysterious, but like you also have, you start realizing that your parents are like people. Because when you grow up, they're just like, oh, these people are like superheroes that somehow I'm still alive today because they're just like, oh, I'm going to work and feed me and stuff like that. But like like when I grew up, I remember I worked at a place where my dad used to work, and everybody would tell me how funny my dad was. But my dad would work so much that I would have no clue. I'm just like, what do you mean my dad's funny? And then turns out, yeah, my dad's hysterical, you know? So I can imagine your dad is just like a little vixen who likes getting. What if your sweet mother? What's up, Miss Thompson? Fucking absolutely dumpers on your daddy's chest. Like, what do you think about that? Do you think that would be cool?
I would be happy for them. Like I wholeheartedly would be like if I found out my parents were having like really kinky sex, I would be like, fuck yes, dude.
Do you think it would be one of those things where you're like glad that it was nurture over nature? You know what I mean? Like you found out that all of these like perversions that you have, which no judgment to anybody.
Yeah, I think it would make me feel closer with like my ancestors.
Your ancestors,
yeah,
your parents, you know, your ancestors.
Like it would just. Well, I mean, I would assume if my mom's getting her chest shat on, then I would assume her mother before her got her chest shat on, and her mother before her. But back before people were shitting, back until the fucking first guy who ever shat was on my great grandmother's chest or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think the first person who ever found out they were into that, like, because what did poops look like back then? You know what I mean? Were they like, what was the viscosity?
Well, do you think they even had kinks back then?
I mean,
who do you think was like the first guy to like realize he had like a weird fetish?
Oh, a king of some sort. It had to be someone in royalty because they can kind of just tell you that they're having sex with you, so they can just do anything.
Oh, true.
You know what I mean? Like, because even as close as, like, think about it, right? So think of cultural norms and, like, structure in terms of society. Even in the 80s, Freddie Mercury had little people with cocaine fucking trays on their heads walking around at parties, right? This was just in the 80s.
That's fucking sick.
Imagine 1500s where everybody dies at the age of 40, so you're just on the earth to procreate, right? So and everyone's broke except if you're like the guy, and then you have to just like live life in this castle. Dude, there's gotta be some like weird shit.
I'm like, dude, people must have jerked off back then, but like, what are you even like jerking off to?
Drawings? Memory? You can't jerk off to memory?
Like, how do you figure out how to jerk off back in that time?
Oh, dude. I mean, like, it's the same thing. When you're a fucking kid, you just start fucking pressing it on stuff.
No, dude, I wasn't like that. Somebody had to tell me what jerking off was, and then I like tried it, and I couldn't get it to feel good, so I like, gave up on it for a while. And then like eventually, I was like, you know, let me give that a second try. And then I like came for the first time, and I was like, mind blown. I was like, dude, I was like, it's like the Louis C.K. bit where he's like, I'm gonna do this every day for the rest of my life. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Did you ever Cause I don't remember when I fucking started, but I remember the first time I ever jacked off, and then like something came out. Cause like and I was like, what do you mean? There's like a mess now.
I used to come cold as a child, and that's like physically impossible because your cum is always gonna be your body temperature. But I swear to God, I would.
You
like,
look like you come cold though. You
dude,
don't look. You
my
don't look like
cum
you're cozy. You know
used
what I
to
mean?
have like a supernatural property. I was like an SCP, dude. It was like anomalous because I would come and it would be like freezing cold, and I would be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
You had to like make sure it was like
Genuinely, I
put a little
truly
blanket
thought
around it.
I was like fucking Iceman from the X-Men, dude. I thought I was fucking.
Just an icicle comes
yeah,
out.
no, I for real thought I would like that. Like genuinely, it was like I told people on the bus about this. I was like, dude, I come cold. I was like something. I fucking thought I was Spider-Man.
You like shiver
dude.
when you do
I
it.
for real thought I was like I must have gotten bitten by a radioactive fucking polar bear, and now I'm coming cold. Like I don't know what I thought was going on, but I figured like something was happening, and I was like, but I for real, and I was like telling people that I still think about it because I don't know. I think it must have been more of like a rapid cooling technology rather than like the cum itself was cold. I think it must have been like during the arc it would become like, now it's not. So it's like I truly don't fucking know. Like I honestly like this has been mind blowing me for years. And I know that it's not possible. I know that it's not possible. I know that it's not possible.
But you know it happened.
I know it. And I know it happened a lot. Like it happened every time. Like it was like it just warmed up eventually. I had to warm up to it, you know.
So like I hate you. I don't even know where to go with that. Like I feel like, you know what? That's gonna die there.
I don't.
I feel like that's enough.
I've been sitting on it for so long, dude.
Just thinking about it, because like I said, you don't.
It was nice.
You don't look
if it was
warm.
ever like a hot day.
Yeah. The South Park episode with Butters with the fucking what was the? Do you watch a lot of South Park?
I've probably seen most.
Sarcastable. That was the one where they come up with their own football league because Randy keeps being sarcastic, and so they keep making football less manly. So they like get rid of the kickoff, and they use a balloon instead of a ball. Well, by the end of it, Butters kept making this energy drink for everybody, and like they were like doing like commercials and everything, but it was just his cum. So he just kept selling his cum, and Tom Brady is just like,
that's dope, dude.
Like it was the most disgust. I almost dry heaved on my own pod. Can't do that.
That's fair. No, I drive at 2 Street a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's the end of the night. You know, it's like one of those. You ever like half drunk smoke a cig and you smoke it to the butt and you're just like, these last 2 hits were not needed.
Yeah, fair.
That happens. So
come to 2 Street.
Come to 2 Street, everybody. PJ Murphy is funny. I don't care what everybody says.
Everybody's saying.
Everybody hates PJ Murphy.
This is guy in the scene.
He is the most hated guy in the scene. When you have other gingers hating another ginger, that's how you know it's bad, because they need each other. So
I love PJ Murphy.
I love PJ Murphy with all my heart, and so we do not support hate here on this podcast unless it's for things outside of. No, we hate things. Yeah, we definitely hate things here. So this is what we're gonna do. All right. This is something that I do every pod. So 3 of 3. Here we go. It's called Bangers and Dangers. And I'm going to show you 5 different things, just some written down on a piece of paper, and you have to tell me if you think it's a banger or a danger.
Okay. Can I explain, or is it
yes?
Just,
yeah, please do. Please do. Yeah, this is.
Can I think about it?
Yeah, sure, that's fine. All right, so first banger or danger, episode 3 of the pod, Valentine's Day.
Well, I'd say right now it's like a danger. Right now it's sad season. All my boys are getting broken up with, dude. Everybody's getting broken up with. I have like 10 people who are going through breakups right now, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I'd say danger, but like in general, like I'm a real romantic guy. I feel like, dude, I like. like I like it. I like it, dude. I like Valentine's Day. I think it's a good. That's smart. It's a good thing to have.
Well,
I think a lot of holidays are like good. Like people who get so like, oh, it's consume, it's consume. It's like, well, you don't have to consume. You could just be fucking happy with your loved one.
Yeah, I
Like
agree.
it's just nice. Like that's a nice sentiment.
I agree with that too, because I'm not necessarily in the category of well off, right? So it's just like it's not like I want to go out and spend $200 on a dinner because like it's just not feasible at the moment. But this year is the first Valentine's Day where I'm married, and I'm doing comedy.
Ah, nice.
I had to like sit down with her. I'm just like, listen, like Valentine's
What
Day.
are you doing? Do you have a show?
Yeah, I got 2 shows,
Yeah.
and I got I had to like because Valentine's Day is like top 5, if not top 3, if not the top day of the year to do comedy. Like it is the biggest comedy day of the year, top 3 comedy days of the year. Because like think about it, everybody's going out to do something, and what would you rather in terms of like because comedy shows they're not super expensive generally, so you can go on a date and get some like appetizers and drinks and go to a comedy show and spend $50. You know what I mean? Like for 2 people, that's like a very, very reasonable.
For real.
So you get a lot of couples going out. Dude, comedy shows in general are just
Care if I put that on
no, please. Comedy shows in general are just like a good date. You know what I mean? Unless you heckle and get drunk.
Yeah. Fair.
Like I've seen people at the festival.
Yeah, I was about to say that lady. Did they break up?
Dude, they had to have. So okay. So the last day of the festival was Sunday. We never did this before. So we were like, oh, surely a matinee on Sunday would be great. By the way, Finessica and Adam Flick killed it. I loved it. Like everybody who came to the show enjoyed it. It was a light turnout. Like I said, it was fucking like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock on a Sunday. So it's like everybody was at home praying or whatever. And the only people I remember coming that weren't on the festival was this couple that sat directly in front of the stage, and the guy was so drunk that he just kept heckling everybody during the show. And then Adam Flick goes on, and he just keeps talking to this guy until I'm pretty sure that the girl wanted to break up with the guy. It was awesome. It went from a comedy show that was supposed to be like, oh, here's the comedians, all the crowd enjoy it, to 90% of the crowd were comedians, and we all enjoyed how embarrassing this was for this guy more than anything in the world.
For real.
Yeah, that was probably for me, like top 5 moments of the weekend was that.
Yeah, no, it was fun. It was like the opposite of like a comedy, because normally a comedy show is like a lot of audience watching like one comedian. There's like a lot of comedians watching one audience member. But
yeah,
it was real bad.
It was awesome. Here we go. Next one. Banger danger, candles.
I fucking love candles. I actually really love candles. I'm a big fruit candle guy. It's literally the only thing.
Candle.
Dude, whenever it's my birthday or Christmas, my family's like, what do you want? And the only thing I like consistently like, because I don't like buy a lot of things.
Sure.
So like if I like normally if I'm gonna like spend money, it's on like food or like like or drinks or whatever, like just something something consumable.
Okay.
The only like items I really ask for are candles, dude. I love candles.
My wife makes candles,
really?
And she has her own little small business for him where she makes her own. She makes really good candles, so that's actually really good to know, because that's an awesome. It's a great gift, especially if you make candles. It's a wonderful gift.
No,
to give
exactly. No, that
cool.
is sweet, dude.
But
no, I love candles. I think it's also because it's like. All right, well, no, I guess I don't care if my mom watches this. I smoke a lot in my room, so that's like the main thing. That's like, or now I don't. Now I really go outside a lot. So it's like I would have to have a candle.
Candles don't work.
No, dude, they would, because I would light like 2 and I would keep them going for like hours. Like I would just have. So that's the problem, right? Is I run through my candle. Like a nice Bed Bath & Beyond candle is gonna last me a week.
Do you know what you should do though? Is just something for your own sake, not candle related. Is just get osium spray.
No, I've had
osium will at least. Well, I'm just saying, because when you mix,
it's nice to have a candle. You know, like if I'm writing, if I'm whatever, it's just nice to have a candle.
But mixing fragrance doesn't necessarily like if you're like, oh, I have to get rid of the smell, so I'm gonna light 4 different candles. You know what I mean? Like something like that.
No,
like it doesn't do anything.
No, I just like having Like you have a lady over, it's nice to have a candle going.
Sure.
My favorite thing, if I ever bring a girl over and I already have because a lot of time I'll just leave a candle on like an old mic or something.
Yeah.
So it's like if I come home
You
with
leave
somebody,
your house with a lit candle?
well, I know where it is. I plan it. Like, very much so, dude.
Yeah, but what if like something happens?
No, dude. Like I leave it where like no posters can fall on it or anything. I know. There's like no chance of anything.
And you don't have any pets?
No.
Okay. That's a little less worrisome. You shouldn't leave an open flame, by the way.
No, I know. But dude, it's aura. If you bring somebody home and you have a candle, dude, it doesn't even have to be. I can bring a fucking friend home, and I'm just like, yeah, you know me, dude. Like, look at me. It smells nice. It smells like fucking cinnamon buns in here.
I would immediately be worried for you if I came to your place and it
smells
was just...
like pink pineapple punch. You're worried 'cause it smells like pink pineapple punch.
I don't really like fruit candles because I feel like
I love fruit candles.
Well, because the thing about a candle is that it's a scent that's also like warm. You know what I mean? Like it's not like it's not like a spray that I would describe as a cold smell. You know what I mean? Where a candle's like a warm smell. So like when you have fruit or like anything, or a famous vegetable candle is and those things I eat cold, so I don't want to smell them hot. You know, like it's different if it's like an apple pie candle.
Yeah, I was gonna say apple is my favorite.
Apple is a good one.
An apple.
I'm a huge fan of like I love like vanilla cashmere. I love me some of that. Maybe like a nice coffee bean candle.
You know what I don't like though? I don't like a cotton candy can. I can't be sweet. Like if it's like, because I like fruit
that's
candles.
what I mean.
I like fruit candles, but if it's like a chocolate cake candle is like disgusting. I can do vanilla, like
Vanilla's
a chocolate
great.
cake, or like I had a cinnamon bun one, and that was even pushing it. But it was the cinnamon made it fine.
Yeah.
But like, dude, I hate like a candle. It's like if like a birthday cake candle would be like disgusting to me.
Yeah, dude. Like I just feel like there's a lot of like different scents that don't belong in candles that belong in like sprays.
For
you know
real.
what I mean?
For
And
real.
like vice versa, I suppose.
I'm not a big fan of like candles that smell like the beach or
Yeah,
candles
you
that
smell like candy apple.
linen. Like I feel like I like a candy apple, dude. I've had a candy apple, specifically candle, and I
Sure.
love that shit. I like an orange.
Yeah,
I
but
like
you don't want
a
like sandals
lemon.
by the beach. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I don't
Like
like
you're not
sandals
like
at the beach or like pink sand or like I've had a
Yeah.
lot of different candles. But like I like a lemon, an apple, an orange. Those three are good. Those three are great. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Sure.
strawberries like fine. Like those are like you know.
Yeah.
But like apple, orange, lemon would be top 3 candles for me.
Wow. Okay, apple, orange, and lemon is actually
My
pretty wild.
favorite one I've ever had is like it's supposed to be like orange soda, I think, but it smells exactly like orange Starburst. Like it's literally just orange Starburst.
Okay, orange Starburst for
It's
some reason
so good.
sounds tantalizing as a
It's
candle.
so
I
good,
gotta
dude.
admit to that.
It's insanely good.
Because I'm usually, like I said, I'm more of like the warmness of it all. So it's just if I wanted something, it would be like fucking like I said, like vanilla or coffee, or I really like I don't necessarily want to say like musky candles, like but like more so like like sandalwood and like shit like that. You know
Yeah,
what
I
mean?
can't. That's not for me. That's not for me. Dude.
You'll get there. You just gotta get older. You'll be
Ah.
there. All right, here's another one. Here we go. Number 3. Dungeons and Dragons.
I've never really played it. I've tried to play online with some friends, but it was like, eh. But like, dude, I'm supposed to with some comedians. We're supposed to be setting up.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, you might be able to join if you want to.
I would
'cause
absolutely, I would absolutely
I
join.
mean, Tully's DMing.
Fuck yeah, Tully
So-
being a DM sounds amazing.
Because Tully's
Does
gonna
she
get a
play?
good story. I guess. Like,
Okay,
she sounded
yeah.
like confident in it.
Because like I don't know
but
if you
then-
noticed, those are all my fucking D&D
No,
books
I did
over
notice,
there.
dude. That's how I was like, that's why.
Yeah,
that's
I
why
could always
was like,
bring them over.
No,
if
you
need.
gotta lock in with us, dude. But yeah, so then Maul's girlfriend was like, or not girlfriend, but whatever was like, yeah, I'll join the next one or whatever, which is like the funniest way.
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Fuck no, I
Yeah,
don't
in
want to do
3
that
years,
with
whenever
your
it's done.
stand-up comedy friends. He's like, I thought that was funny because like James's girlfriend we've met, you know, it's
Yeah.
like that was like whatever.
D&D is not for the faint of heart in terms of
For
like
real.
you can't
And whatever
have someone
Tully's gonna
half in,
come up
half out.
with, like Tully's gonna come up with some fuck shit, dude.
Oh sure. So she's not doing a module. She's gonna do like
Yeah, I think she's
her
like,
own thing.
I think so, but I don't
That's
even know if
interesting.
this is happening. I don't know if she's fucking. Anyway, point being, I have no opinion on this yet. But I'm a big Magic the Gathering fan. I like Magic the
You
Gathering.
play Magic? That makes sense.
I
You
play,
look like that.
I like Commander, Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, like I don't know why I didn't connect that sooner. I mean, like it's D&D's fucking. I mean, banger for me. I guess you don't have an opinion on it yet, so we don't know if it's gonna be banger or danger for you yet. But it's like You have to get good at. You have to read the fucking book. Like that's the problem with the entry level and D&D Cup. The thing about D&D is like you have to understand the mechanics of it in order for it to for you to utilize your character. And it's like ignorant to ask people to do that in the beginning, because what you're gonna do is like it's gonna be like, all right, Jack, it's your turn, and you're gonna be like, all right, what do I do? And then like it'd be like, oh well, you can run away, you can hit somebody or something. Like, all right, well, I want to hit that guy. It's like, all right, well, you're not close enough to hit that guy. It's like, all right, well, then I guess I fucking move to him. He's like, well, he's a little out of your range actually, unless like you want to use a bow. Okay, yeah, fuck it, I'll shoot him with a bow. Okay, well, if you want to take your bow out this turn, you're going to have to drop your weapon on the ground so you can have the bow, but that's also going to be your action so you could attack next turn. And then you're going to be like, I quit. I don't want to do this anymore. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's the learning curve for D&D isn't as high as it seems, but if you want to like really play it, you kind of have to sit down with the handbook and like actually read it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's such a pain in the ass. I run my own game. And we haven't played in some time because we usually played in person before I moved out here. And we're literally in the final boss fight. We are literally halfway through the final boss fight of the entire module. And we just haven't gotten to get it to finish it. And I hate being the DM with all of my heart. I love my friends. I love being their DM. But they go out of their way to make my life miserable. Like I'll set up I'll set up the game for hours and hours beforehand. And then they'll be like, I'm going to call the king gay. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess we can't play anymore because now you're chased out of the city.
Is it like Manzo? Or like who's,
no, so it's you haven't met anybody from there because it's more so like my buddies Josh, Nick, Jake, Raph, JL. No, with D&D, man, it is the best. If you want, you can actually, if you want to borrow a handbook, you're more than welcome to. I have 2 of them. But yeah, so okay, so D&D banger for me. We'll see what happens with Jack over time. The beach.
The beach, dude. I'm not a fan of the beach, dude.
Are we saying danger?
I think well, it's hard because I like anytime I'm going to the beach, I'm going with my family, and like I like hanging out with my family. Like that's fun. But like the idea of a beach is like, I had this joke recently. I'm not doing this joke anymore because it's kind of like whatever. But I had this joke where I was like talking about getting peed on, and I was like, getting peed on is kind of like going to the beach, you know? Like you look forward to it, but it kind of sucks. Okay. You know, and like the joke was like, you know, you just end up like all dirty. You can't use your good towels, and it's like something like it is fun. So you get some in your eye, you know? Because that is a real thing that happened to me. I got pee in my eye like 2 weeks ago.
Very nice.
But like, yeah, like I don't know. I feel that way with the beach. I just feel like it's like it's not very fun in reality. Like it's like,
I just think it's a very funny thing that's how you compare it, because it's the more you make the comparison, the more I'm like, okay, yeah, I kind of see what he's talking about.
Have you gotten peed on?
No.
Well, we'll have to see.
I don't know. I mean, hey, squirts apparently pee. I mean, like I don't really know.
You know what I always thought?
All I know is I have to type in 2 different words on the websites. You know what I'm saying? Fair. So if it's pee, then why isn't it under?
No, I always thought, I was like, that's so weird that's one of those things that's like nobody even knows. Like, not a single, like literally, there's not a woman I know who I'm like, is squirt pee? And they're like, I don't fucking know.
I don't.
Like it's like, how have we not? I think it's because it's like, it's technically like it's a percentage of pee.
Yeah.
But it's like,
but what isn't anymore?
I was literally gonna say, aren't we all a percentage of pee?
Yeah.
Like, we're all, you know what I'm
dude.
saying?
Oh,
like, I don't know, dude. So that's something I've been thinking about.
So I hate the beach. Squirt is probably pee. No, dude, I can't stand the beach. I am not a fucking. So I'll go to a beach if it's in a different country, like where it's like So my wife's Dominican, so when we go to the Dominican Republic, obviously I'm gonna go to the fucking beach, right? She's Republican. No.
I was way too proud of that one, dude.
That was good. No, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
I saw that, I was like, yeah.
But dude, like I grew up on Long Island, so when we go to the beach, my mom would bring us there. And I think the problem is that I went to the beach with white people, because that's the fucking problem, because white people at the beach suck. So we would go there with no umbrella. She would just put some bed sheet on the sand, and then we'd use our shoes to like weigh it down so it wouldn't fly away. And then we are just in sunlight for 8 hours because that's how long she would be there. So I'm like, Mom, I'm fucking bored. And she's like, well, I'm tan and too bad. And then I would just get I would get sand in my ass. I don't like sand in my ass. And then just fucking walk around, do all that. And I don't like the sun. I think the sun hurts. I don't like being hot. There's a reason why this room is this cold because one, the lights get hot, but like also I'd much rather be cold at all times than hot at all times.
Fair.
It fucking sucks.
No, I'm the same way. I don't like being hot. You're sweaty. You're all dirty after. It's like it's just bad.
Yeah, dude. The only time though, I will say, so minus like I went to Bermuda once. That was fucking amazing. Like in terms of the beach and stuff, like that was really cool. But the one time I went to the beach and it was like legitimately cool was I went with my buddy Eric in Florida. We went to Cocoa Beach. Like I was staying at Disney with my family. And I didn't want to go to Disney that day. So my buddy lived, a couple hours away. Well, he lived in Orlando. His family lived a couple hours away. So he picked me up. We go to Cocoa Beach. Family's all Puerto Rican. And, bro, that's how you fucking party. You have to find yourself a family that has been raised near a beach on an island that is way prettier than wherever the fuck you're at, and you need to sit there because we're drinking purse liquor, we're eating fresh cut fruit. You ever go to Giant and you like get those like potato wedges and chickens in the brown paper bag? That we're just eating food, dude. It was a party. Like there's music, there's umbrellas, there's fruit, there's liquor, there's meat. It's amazing, and dude, it's so much more fun. Because, like I said, when I go with my mom, she's just like, all right, be careful. And then I'm just in the sun all day, and I want to kill myself.
Right.
You know? Okay.
That's how it is.
So, beach is a danger. We don't have many dangers on here. I'm very excited that there's a danger. So, we have one more. It's every banger and danger has one banger or danger that's in red. Okay. I haven't decided why.
Okay.
Haven't decided why.
Okay.
But this one is snow.
I like snow, dude. It's in a bad.
So banger.
It's in a bad. Everyone's got a bad rep with snow right now.
Yeah.
Which is fair. Like it's fucking up the city, whatever.
Well, that's why because Philly's not prepared for anything ever.
Yeah, but like I like snow. Like I grew up in Connecticut. Like I liked getting some snow. Like I remember the worst like snowstorm I ever saw. Like it was like it was like however many feet or whatever. But it was like tall enough that me and my neighbor started like digging tunnels around the yard. Like
that's cool.
It was so fun, dude.
That was really cool.
Fucking fun. So like I like snow. I like fucking snow, dude. I feel like it's fun. Like I don't know. I mean, obviously it like sucks right now in the snow, but like I like it. I would be sad if we never saw snow again.
Dude, I don't think. Yeah, and I completely agree, man. Because I grew up in the mountains, so it's just like when I saw everybody fucking shitting themselves over this snowstorm, like I'm not a moron. Like there's no place to put the snow. That's really the issue. Because I feel like if there was a place to put the snow, this city would be fine. But there isn't. Like they have to like literally like because what they do in Canada is they have these things like these huge trucks with like pretty much suction like the snow into the back of the truck and then they just haul it away and put it somewhere else. And we don't have that. We don't have the room for that. But like back at home, getting
the river, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why the fuck not. But at home, we would get 16 inches every year at least once. You know what I mean?
No,
so it's just, and I was the only able-bodied person in my house, so I had to shovel everything. This is like the first snowstorm where I didn't have to worry about really shoveling a lot, except for my car, which was awesome. But
for real.
I will say, my favorite part about the snow is the silence. Do you know what I mean when I say that?
Yeah, like a sound gets absorbed in it.
Dude,
shit.
I remember being outside after the snowstorm happened a week ago or however long ago it was. And it was like 2 a.m. Not a car on the road. Can't be on the road. It's horrible out, you know? And it's just fucking quiet. And I'm just outside and I'm just smoking. And I'm just like, dude, what am I even doing? Like, it's one of those like introspective, like it's just so quiet. And you're like, when everything's buffered and like quiet, it's like a weird mental process that your brain gets to have. Because when it's just so easily distracted by noises and lights and stuff like that, you don't really get that moment to kind of like think to yourself, what are you doing? You know?
For real.
Yeah.
For real, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I like the snow, dude. It's nice. You know, as a bad, I see why this was the red one. You know, this is definitely
it's on its period.
Exactly,
you know,
dude.
that's fine. Yeah, dude, no, I always enjoyed snow. I mean, I hate driving in it, obviously, but I remember one time it was snowing out pretty hard after a holiday party my buddies and I all had, and my buddy drove me home because I was around the corner, and there was a parking lot because I like lived in this community, and he was just like, he said, "Is it okay if I do donuts in the parking lot?" And I was like, "I'd really prefer it if you wouldn't." And he was like, "Nonsense! It's Christmas!" And he just fucking whipped it. We're talking like a Jeep Grand Cherokee with like 400,000 miles on it.
Right.
Just fucking whipping around the like, and I got so scared. I am not a fan of fucking around in cars.
Fair.
I'm not a fuck around in car kind of guy. You know
Fair.
what I mean? But anything else on snow? You don't have to force it. Don't force it. Let it die.
You ever get like a bowl of like fresh snow and then pour maple syrup on it and then eat it with a spoon?
So
It's so fucking. You couldn't do it here because there's too much air pollution. But if you get like in Connecticut, we would do that. We'd get like a bowl and like we get one of the big metal bowls that you use for like baking, fill it up with snow, pour like a fuck ton of maple syrup on it, and it's so fucking good, dude. It's crazy.
I have a lot of family in Montreal, and so like that would actually be like something. So they would put it in like a line almost. Like they would like it'd be snow,
yeah, I've had that. Yeah,
and then it rolls it up into a thing, and you eat it like
Yeah,
that. Yeah, I've had that plenty of times.
I went to Quebec for this is like the only like time I've been out of the country from my school because I'm from Connecticut. So we did a field trip just up to Quebec for French
Okay.
class. Only the students that did French got to go. None of the students that did Spanish got to go. Everyone that was smart took Spanish, so it was like nice because like everyone who took French was doing it for this trip since like seventh fucking grade because you had to choose one, but you know in advance that you're fucking going to Quebec.
You're signing up
you
for
know what I'm
Quebec.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, but it's only every other year. Like the people in the grade ahead of us did not get to go to Quebec, but we got to go to Quebec. Dude. Anyway, whatever. Regardless, French was fucking sick. Quebec was sick, and we did the fucking roll. I almost shit my pants in Quebec, dude. The school nurse had to leave a walk with the rest of the class to come take me to a bathroom. And we couldn't even find a bathroom for like 40 minutes. So I was like literally on the verge of shit. It was the closest I've ever gotten to shitting myself. It was my first day in a foreign country, and I was like, I don't even know what it was, dude. It might have been the air up there, dude. These Canadians there.
Have you ever shit yourself? I mean, like not as a baby, but like as an adult, have you shit yourself yet?
I've gotten like close.
I have shit myself.
I've had like I've been like I only have diarrhea because of my thing, and I've like turtled some diarrhea, but I don't think I've ever like had like a stain on my underwear.
No, you only have diarrhea because you eat condensed soup
Yeah, it's true.
out of the can, and you only eat once a day at 3 a.m. Like
That's true.
That's why you poop like that. By the
That's
way,
fair. That's
yesterday
fair,
that happened, dude. Oh my god. We were watching a show, my wife and I was like, "Oh my god, I got to the bathroom like real bad," and I fucking like, go into there, and I did, I buckshotted that shit, and I came out, and my wife was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, why?" She was like, "It sounded very liquidy." And I just stood there embarrassed as she cackled at me because I just had water out of my butt. You know what I mean?
No, that happens to me every day, dude. I feel that like straight water, dude.
Did you ever do that and then you realize you have to clean the underneath of the toilet seat
We talked about this yesterday. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
We talked
Yeah,
about
we
this
did because
yesterday.
it's real shit.
Yeah, dude. No, I've been there, dude. My roommate recently told me, I was like, "Hey, can you buy toilet paper?" Because like I'm the only one who buys toilet paper, and he was like, "Oh, I don't even shit in that bathroom," and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Why don't you shit in our bathroom?" I was like, I guess he uses the other roommate's bathroom because he's like close to one of them,
Sure.
but he still pees in this bathroom. So now if there's any like shit stains on the toilet, I feel really bad. But I'm like, they might not even be mine because I'm not doing like poop splatter analysis. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like I don't know whose they are, but like
That's
yeah,
not mine.
exactly. Like, but I'm assuming they're mine. If he claims he does, but maybe he's just saying that so he doesn't have to buy toilet paper, and then I'm sitting there cleaning up his shit every day.
Do you know what's fun is like I get that because my wife is the type of person that cleans the toilet a lot, and so it made me sad because what am I supposed to pee on? You know what I mean? Like having a nice streak in the toilet, so you and your warm piss or cold for you. I'm sure you have piping cold piss.
Not
If it's
anymore.
anything like your cum,
Not anymore, man.
not anymore. I'm running hot.
Actually, I think piss was always hot.
I'm
It
sure.
was just the cum. That's why it was so weird to me because it's like I don't understand like how it was not body temperature. That's why I think it was rapid cooling technology rather than it always being cold.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I would love to just come to a doctor appointment with you. I just want to listen to what a doctor has to say about you.
Dude, it would be fucked up.
That would be awesome. It would be great.
Yeah.
I would fucking love that. I don't
Yeah,
like going to the doctor because when I went to the doctor, they were like, "All right, we have to weigh you," and I'm like, "Okay." They're like, "Yeah, just get on." I'm like, "But I'm wearing like 4 layers of clothing." They're like, "It doesn't matter," and I'm just like, "Then why are we? You're just gonna make me feel bad about me.
for
That's
real.
not even fair. I'm wearing
For
like
real.
10 pounds of shit."
For real, dude.
I told myself I was wearing 20 pounds of shit, but nonetheless, we got to
For
figure it
real,
out.
dude.
And plus, I didn't poop yet.
You should go in there with like the shoes that make you taller. You know?
But why? I don't even. I mean, I guess I could like wear my Giannis's or something like that.
No, like
those-
you know the things they have for short guys where you can put them in the shoe and then
Yeah.
it's like the same thing, but you're taller. Wear those in, dude.
I should wear those. Yeah, just like the
Dude,
pumps.
they're fudging the numbers. You may as well fudge them back, dude.
I always. I might as well. I mean, like because I'm tall enough where I don't have to do that though. Because it's once you're over 6 feet, you don't have to explain yourself. Like if you're 6 feet and you say you're 6 foot, everybody's gonna think you're 5'11".
That's true.
So you almost have to pray to God that you're 6'1".
That's
Which thankfully for me, that's what I am. I don't really have to worry about it.
I feel you, man.
But you're also like very regular sized. You're
I'm
not.
a
I don't
crispy
think.
5'10".
Yeah, I think
Crispy
that's
5'10", you know me,
that's
I'm-
perfect.
I'm proud of it. I'm proud
Yeah,
of it.
dude.
Some people say 5'9". I say 5'10".
Yeah, yeah, dude. I feel like I feel like I never really had to kind of deal with any short hate because of that, and it's always been very nice. I haven't been short since like I don't know 7th grade.
Damn,
Yeah, I've been tall for quite some time. I've been a lanky son of a bitch.
that's sick, dude.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like I was tall enough to where in my school where everyone sucks at basketball, that I was tall enough to be a center. And then I went to college, and all the centers were like 8 inches taller than me. And I'm like, I can't play basketball anymore because I never learned how to dribble because I didn't have to because I was the tall one.
Right.
I just stood in the paint, and then I just fucking hooked it. And then when you play against people that are not only good at basketball but way taller than you, they just slap my shit away like nothing. Dude, I used to bounce. It was really not. I hate the thing, like my heyday, right? But like, it's fucking. I loved blocking people. Blocking the shit out of people, dude. I used to stuff their shit like a Thanksgiving turkey. I'd send that shit home. Oh my god, it was so much fun.
Dude. Bro, I remember.
And now I throw up when I play basketball.
the
It's my new special power.
the only basketball game I ever played was like I was like really young. It was probably like 3rd grade, and I forget what it was, but it was just like the rec game. It was in the elementary school I went to. It was like at night. My mom brought me. It was like a packed fucking room. It was like us for elementary school, and it came down to like we were 1 point down. It's literally the clock is ticking down. They pass the ball to me. It's like 5, 4. It's the only basketball I've ever played. I shoot, airball it.
Yeah.
I literally in my head, I'm like, I knew going into the shot. I was like, this is crazy. It ended up like this. Like this is literally like a movie moment. Like it's last moment. I make this, we win. I don't, we lose. I was like, this is crazy. I missed it, and then I was like, oh, whatever. And then for like 10 years went by. I convinced myself that I imagined that because I've never played basketball other than that. So I was like, this doesn't even make sense as a story.
Crazy that they gave you the ball.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, there was no practice before that. There's no other games after that. So I'm like, okay, this doesn't make sense. I must have dreamt it. So I asked my mom, like, did that happen? She's like, yeah, it was really bad. I was like, what? I was like, you're not supposed to say, yeah, it was really, that's a crazy detail, dude. Yeah, that happened. She was like, no, it was, I remember it being like, god damn.
Dude, damn, my son fucking sucks.
Yeah,
dude.
I was like, what the fuck,
What a
Mom?
pain in the ass.
I
I love that, dude. Do you know what? I'm gonna say, just because I gotta get to work, I think that's a really good way to end this pod. You know what I mean? Just the fact that now, or at least before, when you were given the ball, you airballed it. But guess what? Now you're on stage, you're getting the ball. Guess what? You're not airballing it. You're at least hitting rim if you're not already sinking it.
Oh, I'm rimming it.
So
I'm rimming it.
guys, I want
Philadelphia
everybody
rimmer.
to please give it up for Jack Thompson for being on this podcast, this episode of Milk Talk. It's been a wonderful time. Thank you to all our sponsors, which is nobody. Please sponsor us if you feel like I deserve money for
How
this.
much would it cost to sponsor you?
Dude, honestly, best offer. I mean,
I
like
will
if someone...
Venmo you $2 to say this is sponsored by the 2 Street Mike Repes at the Row. I'll Venmo you $2 for that. To go to
each week, just be like, yo, come to 2 Street.
No. This just one time right now.
It's not coming out for like 2-3 weeks, though.
Guys, come to it's dying, dude. 2 of my friends are on this mic and it's fucking dying.
It's
Come
not.
out to this
Don't.
mic.
This isn't how we're ending the pod.
Come out to this fucking mic. I'm gonna Venmo him $2. I'm allowed to say this shit.
Yeah.
Dude's dying, dude. James McEwen is he doesn't know how to feed his fucking family, dude.
No.
They're
Do you know-
sucking at his teats.
You gotta suck at. Yeah, that's the only way you're getting nutrients.
It's
in that
orange
mess.
milk coming out. Ginger orange milk, dude.
All right, guys, we're out. I love everybody. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for watching the Milk Talk podcast. Thank you to Jack
I
for
had
being
to bring
on.
up milk. I'm the fucking, you know what I'm saying?
We don't talk about milk
I
ever.
had to bring it up.
All right, this is over. I'm done.